I'm here with spoken word poet Sarah Kay. She holds many titles, including poetry teacher, founder, and co-director of Project V.O.I.C.E, documentary filmmaker, playwright, singer, songwriter, photographer, and editor for Write Bloody Publishing. We're very honored to have you here at UBC. First off, what inspired you to pursue poetry?
Well, I've been writing poetry since I was a little kid, and my parents always supported me. In fact, I think I started making poems before I actually knew how to write, so I would dictate them to my mother and yell poem and make her write it down for me. So that's been going on since I was a baby. But I fell in love with spoken word poetry when I was 14, when I was a freshman in high school, and it really happened by accident. I saw a quick video clip of some spoken word poets, and I thought it was kind of interesting, and then I was asked to perform a spoken word poem in an event, and I thought, okay, sure, let's try it. And I did it one time, and I fell madly in love, and I kept coming back.
Thank you. I can see that you have a lot going on in your life. Can you share some of your projects with us?
Sure. The biggest project that I work on right now is called Project V.O.I.C.E, and it's an organization that I run with my partner in poetry crime, Phil K. Same last name, no relation. And together we travel around the world and we perform spoken word poetry, and we teach workshops to people of all ages and all walks of life so that they have an opportunity to get their hands on this art form and try it themselves and give it a shot.
How do you keep such a healthy balance?
Define healthy and define balance. I'm learning. That's something that I'm in the process of learning. Right now I'm currently in school getting my master's degree. I'm also running this organization. I'm also working on all kinds of side projects all the time. It's what keeps me excited and keeps me going. But yeah, I need to learn to do more yoga and get more sleep, I think.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so the theme of the Students' Leadership Conference is Breakthrough. Can you share with us some of the barriers that you had to break down to reach your goal?
Sure. So one of the things that I spoke about today was the fact that I think most breakthroughs separate into two different categories. I think the first category is what I call accidental breakthrough. And those are the breakthroughs that just arrive to you and you have no control over when they show up. And they are what causes your worldview to shift or your perception to change. And the only thing you can do to get ready for them really is to just prepare yourself for the idea that such a thing might happen, because you have no idea which direction it's coming from. And then the other type of breakthrough is what I call the hard work breakthrough. And that is what you're talking about, which is when you have to work through various obstacles and challenges in order to create a shift that you want to see happen. And I have been very fortunate and experienced both types of breakthroughs in my life. Some, like falling in love with spoken word poetry, was completely accidental. It showed up in my lap and has caused everything that happened after it. And sometimes I have to work very hard to make the shifts happen that I want to see. And Project V.O.I.C.E is a great example of that. There are plenty of places that have never even heard of spoken word poetry before, and trying to convince people that this is a wonderful, important, relevant art form that can do a lot of good is difficult and requires a lot of emailing and invoicing and doing silly paperwork that seems frustrating but is really necessary in order to get to the more important heart of the matter.
So what kind of advice do you have for delegates or for other young people who are facing challenges?
Well, get more sleep and do more yoga. But also, I think one of the biggest ones is remember why it is you are doing what you are doing. The what that you do and the how that you do it are not nearly as important as why it is you're doing it. That's something that I learned from an author by the name of Simon Sinek, who really focuses on that point. And I think it's true that I have started to do different whats and different hows, but the why is still the same. And the reason that I step on a stage to perform and the reason why I step into a classroom to teach still stays the same. And when I can hold on to that, then I can weather all of the other crazy things that life throws at me.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for being here today. So that was my interview with Sarah Kay, opening keynote speaker for SLC 2012. What I got out of this experience was her message of why we do the things we do. And no matter how many opportunities or how many challenges that come our way, we should still stay true to why we pursue our passions. So be sure to check out Sarah Kay's work at her website, link below. Thank you very much.